What's up, YouTube? Edgar Jackalope Raw Bricks. I'm back. I'm here among the living. I still am recovering. Found out I got bronchitis and all the other good stuff. What's up, Tom Sawyer? Yeah, look at you, first in. Early bird catches the worm. Early bird catches the worm. I got all fucked up for a second. I was thinking some fishing shit for a second. I was like, wait a minute. Isn't a fucking worm? Isn't that the bait for the fucking fish and shit? Hang on a second. I need to move this this bitch out the way. Boo, bitch. Get out the way. I'm going to try my best not to, see. There you go. Not to cough too much on you guys and everything else. Yes, I am alive, though barely. And you guys get to witness me taking my medicine. My loopy medicine. Yes, indeed. Which should help mitigate some of the coughing and stuff. So, instead of the alcohol for tonight, because I can't mix this with alcohol because that's like apparently really fucking bad. But so I've got some of this excellent guaifenesin codeine syrup. Now, I'll show you what's really fucking cool though. I do like about Target, CVS or whatever the fuck they're called now. I like the way you can get your shit now. You just go like this, pull it down. Get it to my 5 milliliters, like that. Flip the bitch back regular. Put the top back on the medicine. And then squirt. Hang on. I'm working a little bit here too. It's gonna turn Mars correct. I think so. Sorry, guys. I actually work. So right now I had to do a little bit of work. Awesome. There we go. All right. So also on deck, I have some of this V8 Energy Orange Pineapple. And then I also have some of this vitamin water Essential Orange, which is I'm basically bombing everything I can with the fucking with the orange. So anyway, what's up, Wolf? What's up? Oh, we got a double Wolf. Look at a Wolfpack Woodcraft, and we got a Robert Wolf. I call Robert Wolf. Wolfpack. I'm gonna call you Wolfpack. Roy's Roy. What's up, Roy? Irish Zombie Nation. Leo, my brother from another brother. My brother from another mother. Brother. Anyway, enough of the jibba jabba. Normally I do some of the alcohol, but I cannot because warning on this shit says that if I mix alcohol with this, I might go to sleep and stop breathing, which I don't fucking want to do. I actually enjoy breathing quite a bit. So we're going to follow the instructions of the good doctor. And I got to tell you, that doctor visit was a very painful proposition for me. I really didn't want to go. My wife was really worried about me. Right now, my abdomen feels like I have a nice big blade stuck in my gut. And every time I cough, it feels like my innards are splitting out like a fucking alien, a xenomorph coming out and shit. So I've been doped up. I didn't mind when the doctor said, we'll give you this good shit. And I'm like, yeah, fuck it, whatever. It is what it is. And then I found I got bronchitis. I'm 2 weeks and some days into it. So he says, yeah, it usually lasts only 3 weeks. So you're almost done. I'm like, fuck off. So medical care is pretty fucking shitty, but that is a story for another time. Yeah, see, Leo's telling me straight up, yeah, man, never in caps. So you know that's fucking big deal. Codeine and liquor, and I'm not an idiot. I'm not gonna, do the scissor or all that other stupid ass shit. I'm not one to do that stuff, but I do have a little bit of an agenda. I do have a little bit of the news. So there's this guy that I follow from time to time. He's kind of an interesting character, but he's been pretty much right on a lot of different things that I've been watching from time to time. And his name is Gregory Mannarino. A real interesting guy. But he called out a bond chart, and there's an article. I'm not going to go through the article. If you're interested, just go read the fucking article. Just read it because I'm not gonna waste your fucking time reading it if it's not something that you're interested in. But suffice to say, he points out that there's a bond indicator that when it happens, bad things happen, and happened twice before the dot-com burst as well as the 2008 collapse. And this one looks to be a woozy, a big one. But, if you've been following my channel for a while, I talk about this shit from time to time. Moving on, shall we? So we'll go from financial to the Cosbys. Oh, yes. So it looks like Bill Cosby had a mistrial. And I'm sure as he heard that shit, he came out and started doing the jello pudding, he's all about the jello pudding. Now, I got mixed feelings about Mr. Cosby because growing up as a kid, my first experience. Okay, cool. My first experience with Bill Cosby was an actual record. Record. And it was funny because, excuse me, it was funny because it was this whole little, what is this? Hold on. I let this guy know streaming right now, but OBS. How ironic is that? One of my coworkers is asking me, what kind of software do I use to do this stuff? And I'm like, right in the middle of a stream right now, but I use OBS. So I got experience. I got experience with Mr. Cosby, and it was funny. It was a real good bit. What's up, Outfitter 24? And then of course they had the Cosby Show, and I saw a lot of his comedy growing up, and a lot of the stuff that he did was really funny, was really good stuff. And so, I was a little sad when I was hearing all these allegations and stuff like that. And it really hang on a second. I wonder if I can Angry Jackalope Show. So he's acquitted, but the prosecutor said, motherfucker, we ain't done with you yet. We gonna do this again. So it looks like they're gonna rake him through the coals again. And I can't help but wonder, what's up, Matt? I can't help but wonder who the fuck he pissed off. Because you don't see people like Bill Cosby get raped like this unless he pissed somebody's ass off, really. Especially some of these things dating way the fuck back. He's feeling the heat. Now, speaking of the heat, whoo, Lord, it's hot here, but it ain't shit compared to what LA is going to be looking at over the next week here. They are predicting 120-degree weather. Oh, Lord. I'm not the one. It gets hot like that, I feel like I start fucking melting and shit. You feel me? So, the heat wave continues. See, like I'm doing, I'm building shit here. Building shit sounds like ship. How the fuck does this happen, guys? How does this shit right here happen? How the fuck does one boat crash into another boat? Especially when one of them boats happens to be a motherfucking destroyer. See, I don't think they're telling us the truth. This is what I think happened, guys. Check this out. This is what I think happened. I think a motherfucking alien done crashed in a ship. But they couldn't say, yeah, an alien crashed in our shit. Another boat crashed into us. That's what happened. I mean, I don't know. I guess in the grand scheme of things, a boat could crash into another boat. But we got seven sailors missing right now. And I think they got alien abducted. And I think they're getting, some bad stuff happening to them. So anyway, I just wanted to point that out. This week was filled with a lot of shit. No shit. Fat guys do not mix with heat. I will fucking blue. Liberals need to close their pie holes and it won't be so hot. Well, backwoods, it's funny you brought that up because the next piece I was going to talk about was this guy right here. This dude right here, Mr. Magoo. So Mr. Magoo had a kill list, and he shot a whole bunch of bullets and got this guy right here. Okay, Scalise. Steve Scalise, who is a huge proponent of the NRA. This dude backs the NRA on a regular basis and is a well-known supporter of the NRA. And there are some people that say he's racist and all this other stuff. I don't know him. I can't comment on it. All I know is he got hit. He's in critical condition. And they said, you know, he's fighting for his life or whatever. Now, this dude right here, the guy on the top, James Hodgson, came down and he was, I'm going to kill me a bunch of Republicans. And he went crazy, blah, 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 blah. Now, this is me saying, if you plan on shooting people, you might want to practice a little bit. You might want to get good at shooting because I'm a little disappointed. I'm a little disappointed in the way that shit all went down because I was like, what the fuck? Anyway, well, you know, I'm not going to say that. Training had to be LAPD. You know what, Leo, you ain't lying. Remember when the one black dude was killing the cops and then they had them three ladies in a car that was similar and they shot the shit out of the car, but they didn't hurt the ladies? Fuck. I don't know, man. I'm like, man, I don't get it. I don't get it. Y'all don't practice with your shit. I mean, you know, these what is it? Atifas or fucking whatever, these motherfuckers, you know, the ones with the things, brothers, and this thing doesn't, you know, this thing is all fucking stupid shit anyway. But, you know, here's the deal, guys. The powers that be are trying to create a civil war, and it's pretty sad. It's pretty dismal what's going on, and I get a little upset when people start to use terms. You know, he's a libtard or he's this or whatever, because the reality is training by the Stormtrooper Galactic Empire. No shit. Fucking Stormtrooper shooting. It's like right fucking here and still miss. Anyway, I digress. I can't. Anyway, yeah, irony is, he shot a guy who thinks it should be easier to get guns. Exactly. And you know what? The reality is that when Homeboy recovers, he's not going to be anti-gun because those are part of his masters. You know, a lot of these politicians are just corrupt, dirty-ass motherfuckers that just get their pockets filled, and that's that. So I don't really shed a tear when shit like this happens, but I do want to caution my brothers and sisters out there to not fall victim to the divisive tactics that they're using on a daily basis to divide us. Because, you know, if you liked Hillary or you like Trump, I don't hold that against you. You know what I mean? I really don't give a fuck. That's your personal preference. You know, it's the same thing like, what was that in the one show? He says, you know, I like to take a corn cob up the ass, you know, type of thing. It's like, I really don't care, dude. As long as you don't try to hand me that corn after you're done, I ain't got no problem with you. I really don't give a fuck. But we need to find things that we have in common and bring ourselves together, as opposed to focusing on these things that are different and that are dividing us. Because there is an expression called divide and conquer, and that's what's happening. You got this duopolistic environment of, you know, this is the right, this is the left. But most of the people that I talk to have kind of leanings in both directions. You know what I mean? They kind of lean a little to right, a little to left. So they kind of sit in the middle. But they would have people believe, oh, you either sit on the right or you sit on the left. Yeah, exactly. Also, backwards makes a point. Bad guys do bad things, and law is nothing to them. We stand together, we hang alone. Exactly, Tom. You know, it's one of these things that kind of got to be careful with. Let me see something real quick here. I'm going to turn these off because I have some other stuff. What was this one? Oh, and on that same note, yeah, Rob. Yeah, Wolf. I don't like either Hillary or Trump. Not much choice between. Exactly. Exactly. But this is the type of shit that really bothers me. Okay, really, really bothers me. So this governor comes out, and he says 93 million Americans a day die from gun violence. Now, I understand people in the heat of the moment might, stretch their stats a little bit. But I would think a politician, a person who governs, who has demographic information, would understand 93 million people out of 350 million people in America would mean that everybody in America would be dead in about 4 days. You know what I mean? Common Core math style. 4 days. 3.5, 3.6, whatever. So I see this shit. I get a little bit upset because this is the bullshit that even if he said, well, I misspoke, it's 9.3 million in the world. Again, I'm like, okay, cite your sources, motherfucker. You're so off base, it's not even fucking funny. Okay? Let's see here. I think I have some conspiracy stuff I wanted to get in with you guys. Yes, I did. Okay. Let's do a little conspiracy intro real quick. All right, let's talk a little bit of conspiracy here, just because I like to do shit like that. Now, yeah, Roy, you fucking math's not a strong point for a lot of people, really. Recently, there was a fire in London. Massive, massive blaze. This shit was epic in proportion on how big it was. And instantly, I thought back to 9/11. Wow. Backward says, I seen in one news the reported the shooter had a 1940 style AT-15 50 cal. Well, I'll put it this way: if that fucker got shot with a 50 cal in the thigh, ain't gonna be much. Ain't gonna be much left of that fucker's leg. So I want to talk a little bit about some conspiracy stuff here. Fucking, we're talking oldie but a goodie here. We're talking oldie but a goodie, right? Let's talk 9/11, for example. Let's talk about Building 7. Okay, they said now Building 7 went down because of a fire. It didn't get hit by a plane, but it did house a whole lot of SEC documentation and audits that were happening at the time. It was a big fucking, AR-15. 1940 style AR-15 50 caliber. Oh my fucking Lord. Are you fucking shitting me? A 1940 style AR-15 50 caliber. It's fucking idiots. Anyway, if you take a look at this shit, right? In the history, these are different fires that have happened, right? You can see big blazes. See, these blazes are kind of reminiscent of that London blaze, right? And then if you look on the bottom right down there, you look on the bottom right, that's Building 7. See the little fire in there? The little fire, that shit took that little fire right there, man. That took that building down. Took it down. Now, I'll leave it for your logic to look at. But understand, buildings are designed to withstand fires. That's one of the first fucking things they consider when they build one of these fucking buildings. Hey, Bill, what happens if this motherfucker catches on fire? Well, we made it out of wood. So if we made it out of wood, I think it's safe to assume the motherfucker's gonna burn to the ground. Oh, shit. Yeah, we can't do that. We're gonna put a lot of effort in this shit. What can we put in this motherfucker that is resistant to fire? Well, we can put steel in. Steel has a melting point that is substantially higher than any natural flame could go to. Well, what if a plane hits it? What if a plane hits it and it has jet fuel? Wouldn't that make the fire hotter? Well, yeah, technically it might. But again, I don't think that burning temperature is going to be hot enough to melt the steel beams. Anyway, I'm not Alex Jones or these other motherfuckers. I just looked at this shit exhaustively years ago and made a just logic in my mind. Bullshit. This is some bullshit. This is some conspiracy shit right here. Only in a sense it was so difficult to extract the trapped people from the high floors under Inferno. Yeah, that was sad. I saw the one story where the lady dropped her baby and they caught the baby, and I was like, "Woo, good catch, good catch." Whoever caught that baby should get a fucking medal. The rest of the people just, it's too tragic. You know, they fall and they die. Yeah, no shit. But you know, I heard that building had all kinds of fucking problems with it anyway. Yeah, a fire without any explosive damage would have leave a building intact. Yeah, like, you know, I could almost swallow buildings 1 and 2 or whatever. I forgot their numbers. The main 2 buildings, because they got hit by planes. I'm like, okay, fine. I could almost swallow that. But building 7 was collateral damage. It didn't get hit by a plane, and that motherfucker fell just a little bit after the other stuff. Now, let's get some fun conspiracy shit going here, okay? We'll get past this one, because this is old stool stuff. There is a wealth of information for you to go down a rabbit hole, but I will warn you. I will fucking warn you. If you trust our government, you think everything is fucking, you know, rainbows and unicorns and perfect utopian society, and the government would never corn husk the fuck out of you, do not research this shit. Just watch TV, do whatever else. Just don't concern yourself with this, because this shit right here will ruin your fucking day. Will ruin your day. Seriously. I know some people, they go down this rabbit hole and suddenly they become very, very depressed. Now, Katy Perry just dropped a new album not too long ago. Fucking Leo. Really? That was so 2011. No shit, dude. It is old. But the fire reminded me of it. And I didn't have a lot of content ready, so I needed some goodies to pull back from. So, Katy Perry here. This broad just dropped a new album, and there's a bunch of videos floating around of her showing her supposedly Happy Father's Day, yes, to the fathers of the world. Fuck yeah, it's all about us. It's all about us, because you know what? We are the best dads ever. We are definitely by far the most interesting fucking dads, I'll tell you that. Yes, she kissed a girl and collapsed on stage, and I don't believe she actually collapsed, because there's a part right when she collapses, when the guard picks her up, she has the cognitive ability to take the microphone, switch it to the other hand. Then when he picks her up, she drops it. I think it was all staged. I don't think it was any kind of MK Ultra mind control stuff. She did a really good performance where, if you listen to the video, it sounds like she says, "Master, you know, I'm something. Master, I'm not feeling well," or something like that. And then she does this whole, and then she just collapses, and the guard comes and gets her. And then after that, she does a wardrobe change. She comes right back on. So she wasn't sick. She wasn't anything else. It was some kind of a thing. I think it was calculated, and it's tracking pretty well. It's gone pretty viral. But I just wanted to explain, you know, bring that up since we're talking conspiracy stuff. Wolf says, Pentagon looked like a missile strike. I still can't explain that. I agree 100%. There was no wreckage. There was no wing damage that would have hit that hole as well. So anyway, I agree 100%. That Pentagon shit is retarded. The plane that got brought down by the crew, Flight 93 or whatever it was, there was no wreckage. Again, you know, 9/11 was just filled with a whole lot of physics anomalies that just cannot be explained at all. And then the last one I was going to talk about was Kanye had his little bit. He was talking all that crazy MK Ultra shit, and he was with Trump for a second, and then he just disappeared. So maybe he got sucked up inside a Kardashian's, snatch attack or whatever. Sunny days, yo, what's up, brother? Oh man, I'm alive. I still feel like dog shit, but you know, the show must go on, as they say. I got a couple of little entertainment tidbits for you good folks, and then we'll just shoot the shit and talk about whatever else you guys want to talk about. So let's go ahead and get entertainment. Now, Oates, I talked about that last week, and I saw a 20-minute stream that's actually out right now. And I watched a little bit of it. and it looks good, but I can't really even finish talking about it because I need to watch it. Let's see here. Kanye has been too deep in Kardashian. No joke. He was tripping on Ellen. I bet. Roy, he's getting reconstruction surgery. Oh, is he really? I didn't know he was getting any work done. Is he getting like a nose job or chin? Maybe he's trying to be like the Crimson Chin and shit. I need a good strong chin to be a fucking president, or some shit like that. See, Wolfpack. No one can explain it, so the media just talked about the tower's hearts. No one would remember everything else that happened that day. No fucking shit. So this is a creature that's in this series called Oats, and it's an online streaming deal. I saw it on Facebook, but I think they got the motherfucker. Oh, dude, don't say that, Roy. Ugh, he'd be an ugly bitch for real. He'd be an ugly one for real. Blech. So this shit's out. I can't comment on it yet, but the little stream I saw looked good. I'll be honest, I was in the bathroom throwing up, and I had my phone, and I saw it and said, oh, stream's out. I'll check it out later. Blood also popped off, and I have it, but I have not watched it yet. And so I'm real excited about that motherfucking one. Just love the answer to bombing concert. Yeah. Just love. No, not really. So this popped off. I don't know if any of you guys saw it. I think it came on last Wednesday or Thursday. I can't remember which day it came on, but definitely something I'm going to check out because it looks fucking crazy, over the top, just fucking insanity. Now, I want to share something with you guys. I did download a game, and it's called Guardians of the Galaxy, and it's a Telltale series. And as soon as I'm done with the sickness here, and I'm not coughing like every so often, I'm going to actually schedule this and play this shit and stream it. And I think it'll be fun. Another show, they'll make these motherfuckers until the cows come home. But they got Sharknado 5. But I do love the tagline, global swarming. So I was like, fuck yeah, that's awesome. Now on the book front, some of you may know and some of you may not know, I actually have been writing a book series. And I finished the first book, which is called Magic Really Sucks. And I've already started on the second book. And I've got about 45 pages in on that, 6 chapters done. So I'm about 15% done. 15% done. So that's going to come along. Now, folks that have, there's a handful of people who've read the first book. I gave it to, some folks to read and everything else. But one of the main characters that's in that is a character named Valk. And that be her. So I actually rendered her ass out, did a bunch of stuff. I actually blinded her, branded her eye, put all the tattoos on her. Her favorite blades are the Top Knives Mac 7s. So she's rocking 2 of them right there. And this was something after I had done all the rendering, all the coloring and everything else. I actually did. I have the color one here as well. So this is how it came out in color. And this is going to be part of the book cover for the second book. Okay. I could tell you a little bit about the tats. The tats on her hands, her chest, her shoulder, forearms, those are all normal tats. The marks, they have a story element to them, but suffice to say, those marks on her power her up. And she has black marks and red marks. Black marks means she can basically defeat somebody but not kill them. And the red marks that you just barely see on that left arm over there, those are kill marks. So the blacks are ones that she's defeated and the reds are ones that she's killed. And so here, I think I could even do this. Hang on. Let me do this here. I'll let you guys see the detail that went into this shit. It was pretty fucking crazy, actually. I rendered this shit out really large, and I was thinking about doing a video where I showed all the different stuff, so you could see she's got a brand right there. Where let's see here, is that an image that I might have seen before? By the way, I don't think so. Yeah, she's really not. She's really not. Well, normally when she walks around, this is her natural form. But normally she walks around as this hot Asian chick that she uses as a disguise, and she uses it when she deals with her clients because she's a bounty hunter, a paranormal investigator, and just an overall badass mage. Um, so you can see the level of details on the hand tattoos, the blades, the gear. The original render that I did was just her. She had none of these marks on her or anything else. Didn't have the necklace, all of the stuff. I added all this stuff in to create this composition. So it actually turned out really, really well. So that's pretty much that's pretty much all I got. That is pretty much all I got for the show. We're 30 minutes in. And so I'm going to actually drink a little bit here because I'm thirsty. That's the problem with this codeine shit, man. It makes it fucking thirsty. Fucking dries you out, makes you hella thirsty and all that jazz. Yes, a lot of the mage characters inside of the story. So it's inside of our world, right? So this takes place in our world, but a lot of these characters kind of have a steampunk feel to it. What's up, Mr. Morse? Thank you, Leo, for inviting folks in. Have a kind of steampunkish kind of feel. In fact, if you go to the website, what is it? magicreallysucks.com, you'll see the very first. That water fucks me up. Really? It is a little hard. Yeah, I tell you, this shit burns going down, man. This is like some goddamn moonshine and shit. Feel me? I'm pounding this shit just because of the vitamin C, the B5, B6, B12, A and E, and electrolytes. Because you need the electrolytes in your body because that's what keeps you good and everything. You know what I'm saying? That's what keeps you good. Because you can pour this in the ground and this will keep the plants alive and stuff. Because leave me alone because I'm baiting. Hope you're feeling better and kick your ass in. Yeah, you know what? This has been rough. I got my ass kicked pretty hard by this one. I don't usually get sick, but I got really sick this time, and I didn't rest like I should have, and it progressed into bronchitis instead of just being just a simple cold. It got worse because my stubborn ass just kept working. Fuck it, I'll just keep working. I got shit to do, and I got really fucked up. But I feel a lot better, other than the cough and this stabbing in my stomach. But it is what it is. I did see the trailer. Sunny Day says, I want to see that 40 meters down shark movie. Did you see the trailer? I did. I have a problem with it. I had a problem with it because, it's one of those things where it's a common sense issue. If I go somewhere and I see a rinky ass fucking boat and I see a rinky ass fucking shark cage and I see a sketchy ass motherfucking captain of the boat, that's 3 strikes on your ass, man. Why the fuck would you got in that shit in the first place? I'm still, that's that other shark movie too, Shallows. I haven't watched that one yet either. Let's see. Very last time I was really sick, 18 years ago, it was bronchitis. They wanted to put me in a hospital. Wasn't having any of that. Yeah, no shit. No shit. You know, if I'm gonna be sick, I'll be fucking sick at home. My ribs hurt. My stomach hurts. My lower stomach fucking hurts. But yeah, I'm down to getting people getting eaten too. There's a few scary movies coming out. In fact, I had a list of some movies that are on Netflix. I was thinking about watching. I think one of them was fucking a list of scary movies. Let's see. Let's see if I can find that shit real quick because there were some good. I guess they're not. Nah, they're not scary movies. That was a different list. But there's 4 movies I want to watch on Netflix: 13 Assassins, Super, Troll, and Welcome to Punch. Those are 4 that look fucking pretty good. I've been meaning to watch. Oh shit! Yeah, I didn't realize I had it out. I normally have it tucked in, but it's been fucking hot as hell, and I was running around without my shit on. Let's see here. But Rob, horror movies depend on the complete disappearance of common sense to drive the plot. I agree, Tom. I agree. You gotta have dumbasses for scary movies, but I looked at that and thought about it. I was like, come on, that's in the realm of silliness. I'll show you guys a cool toy. My kids gave it to me years ago when the first Guardians of the Galaxy came out, and I was cleaning my office and I found it and it was all dusty. And I said, man, I can't have shit all dusty. So check this shit out. Here you go. Let me get them over here for you guys so you guys see it. So you hit his shit here. Right, so we got red. Then you got green. And then last one is blue. And then he talks shit. See, let him talk.
You gotta be kidding me!
Exactly. So I keep this motherfucker around. I was fucking with my wife the other day. I kept fucking walking up to her. And she was like, can you fucking stop? I'm like, no. I'm just a big fucking kid. That's what it is. Let's see. Except for really good Lovecraftian horror, the films like Alien. Alien is fucking outstanding. Alien is one of the best fucking horror flicks ever. Try not to cough again. I'll tell you some weird shit that's been going on. So I follow yeah, you know what? And I got a gun sitting right next to us. And I keep telling her, I say, if you're going to fucking do something, just take the gun and pop me in the fucking head. Make sure you don't go in the front this way. You get it to the sides, through the eye, something like that. Make sure it's done right. You know what I mean? But, there's been a couple of guys that I follow that do these alien shows. And they talk about shit. And one of the things that was kind of crazy is they've got these instruments that can measure like comets and asteroids when they hit our atmosphere. And there was a reading. You guys could find it. It just popped off like a day or two ago. But there's the readings where something fucking massive, right? And the guy that was doing the review on it was like, what the fuck is that? Like something massive, was popping off. And then, of course, over in Yellowstone, there's been all kinds of earthquake swarms and shit there. So one of these guys made this connection that said, ooh, Roy, stop it. Oh, you're fucking killing me here. Roy had to embellish some shit. Death would be too good. She would shove rusty razor blades under your fingernails and toenails. Woo, that's a rough one. But there's this guy that said a lot of the elite are leaving the earth because some shit's about to go down. To which the normal, rational side of myself said, bullshit. There's no way that could be possible. I disagree 125%. But then the conspiratorial side of me said, that would be interesting if they're all fucking leaving. That was my Seth voice. Speaking of that motherfucker, I finally watched that damn hot dog movie. The name of which is eluding me at the moment. But holy shit, guys. That movie was fucking wrong. Wrong as fuck. Sausage party or something like sausage party. Sausage party. Yeah, Sonny, thank you. Anyway, one of the fucking things that's right. Foil hat sensing tingling. That's right. There's a lot of crazy shit. Sausage party. Thank you. There's a lot of crazy shit going on right now, and the conspiracy side of me is like, well, fuck. You know what? Yeah, that's right. It was Seth Rogen. Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah, he played Frank, trying to get the buns. That's right. He was trying to get into buns. If it is like a super volcano, like, there was a point one of my kids came and asked me about super volcanoes, and he was like, "Dad, what's the chance of us surviving the food porno?" That was fucking nuts. Nuts. It was fucking. I was like this. The the fuck. But yeah, get fucked. It was crazy. But what's crazy is Seth Rogen is producing and actually doing some stuff with Preacher season 2. So he's getting into some of the directorial type stuff as well. Some of these action scenes, some of the dialogue is really getting fucking bananas. That's another series that I actually do like quite a bit, Preacher. So I'm looking at the shit going, man. Oh, my son asked me about super volcano. He goes, well, what if Yellowstone pops? I said, well, if Yellowstone pops, fuck, it sucks. It's a non-survivable fucking situation for us normal folks. We don't have bunkers deep inside of the Colorado mountains with, fucking food and shit to last for, 100 plus fucking years. I said, you get a fucking super volcano pop. You better hope this is a fucking zoo and the aliens are watching and they go, uh-oh, we need to fix that shit. Otherwise our fucking favorite little pets there are going to die, because you get all that ash up in the atmosphere from a super volcano. Your plant life dies. Your animals around you die. It's just a non-survivable event, right? EMP, yes. I think the power grid, it's funny you mentioned that, Leo, because my personal belief is our government's going to pull the power on us, blame it on the EMP, step back, let us kill each other, and then, 6 months to a year later, come in with the United Nations. America ceased to be at that point as part of the North American Union. And then they come through and round up all the guns and stuff and say, you guys can plug back into society. And then you'll have some pocket resistance groups that'll get drone striked until the Stone Age. And then at that point is game over, and everybody will march in line like good little soldiers and will be part of this new world order. Let's see, Mr. Morris, the day the elites no longer promote money as a motivation for us commoners is the day those conspiracy theories become real. Well, the problem is the money is collapsing. Your dollar is only worth 4 cents at this point. Solar flares are certainly not if, but when the next one, big one, is long overdue. Yeah, Wolf, I agree with that. Also, that's inevitable. That's inevitable that there will be a solar flare. We had the Carrington event that happened, in the early 1900s or something like that. So we know that shit's possible. We've seen it. Let's see here. Shout out to this is my future realtor. Humanity no longer be humanity. I think, it's funny as I'm writing these stories, in a storyline that I'm writing, it takes place in our time, but there's magic and there's the Illuminati and there's a lot of the conspiracies that are out there have some kind of legitimate magical connection to it, right? A lot of the mysteries are also connected and things of that nature, but there's definitely a commentary in there of our society today. You can make an argument that we already have the zombie apocalypse with everybody walking around just oblivious to the world around them, with their 1886, I think, not long after telegraph. Yeah, it was when because that was one interesting about the Carrington event was telegraphs are going even though they weren't plugged in. They weren't plugged in, you have people in San Francisco reading newspapers at midnight because of the auroras in the sky. It was a really amazing event. But excuse me. Ugh. Tell you, it fucking sucks. Fucking sucks. But the the zombie apocalypse with these fuckers walking around with their phones and stuff, people are oblivious to things. You got the hummingbird mentality, instant gratification. I heard a term last week. I mentioned it. They were talking about this generation that exists right now. They're coining the term Gen Alpha. And I thought that was an interesting point. They were like Generation Alpha. And I'm like, okay, so what's beta? And, what's gamma? What's final stage of the programming, the food, everything else? It's funny because in my storyline, they talk about a purging process of the food that we eat and, getting it out of our system and stuff like that. And that it's all by design to keep us as these passive sheep that don't buck the trend, don't fight the system. And I was like, it's funny because I sit there, Motrin, continue to hydrate and change your socks. Shit worked wonders in the core. Yeah, no shit. I've been taking Advil. I've been taking this codeine. I've been hydrating like you wouldn't fucking believe. I got the multivitamins on board. I got so much vitamin C. I could probably wear like a Captain C shirt or something at this point. They're going to tie up our buttholes. No, it's like, if you stop and look just from a logical point of view, if you look at healthy food and how much it costs for healthy food, and you look at junk food and how much cheaper it is, you got to wonder, why that is. Why can't they, America used to be a farming production stronghold in the world. Now we do a lot of corn production and things of that nature, but if we were to produce a lot of these healthy things, you could bring the cost down easily. It's almost as if everything's been designed to make us sick, keep us sick, make us consume products. People go to work, they get indoctrinated into the work mentality paradigm all through school to be good little lemmings, to follow orders, do what they have to do, this, that, and everything else. They go to a job, but now the problem is taking over with fucking dedication shit. But now the problem is a lot of the work is not requiring the manpower that it once needed. So what do you do with all these extra people that don't have any money, that can't consume products anymore? Well, you make them sick, put them on a government tit, dumb them down, and just use them as long as you can. We'll see. They don't want us stronger and faster, so we can overthrow them, run through them. Wolfpack, it's the fact is, the ones that run everything, they're less than the 1%ers. It's almost like the ants and the grasshoppers, right? Once the grasshoppers become overrun by the fucking ants, they're done deal. But the reality is, here's the sad thing. I oversimplify things because the reality, and I'll give you another simple analogy, these cocksuckers that we deal with are playing a form of chess that we don't know, and we've got the mentality of a fucking 3-year-old. So I actually look forward to collapses. I look forward to utter chaos, because it's in those moments that we actually have a window of opportunity. Because right now, anybody that steps up and acts as a leader is going to be either character assassinated or outright assassinated. And so you can't have centralized leadership anymore. And it's very hard to find people that will do due diligence, not just take something that some authoritative person tells them and just repeat it infinitely, right? People are so oblivious to shit too. Got to open up your eyes and actually see what kind of world we live in and how far it could take you. The problem though is a lot of people are fear driven, and when you're afraid, you don't want to look. Like, I think most people are aware there's something fundamentally wrong in the world, and they'll point to a few things that are like blatantly obvious. But they don't want to dig and ask the questions like, okay, I flipped the power switch. Why do the lights come on? What's the method that has to happen for that to give me light, right? I flip the light, water. Water comes on. I don't have to walk a mile in a blazing sun with a fucking jug to get my daily rations of water. The lifestyle that we live here in America is so alien and so unbelievable to the rest of the world. And the sad thing is not sustainable. The waste that we have is just mind-boggling. Monsanto and ConAgra control everything about food agriculture. I know. Oh, I'm totally aware of it. Totally aware of it. They have patents on seeds and stuff so that people that will try to grow crops and share it, they get sued. Oh, you can't do multi-generation off that apple. They actually are now engineering crops that can only do one harvest. It's insanity. It's insanity. Olive oil is the safest thing to use on your food. Best tasting, really. And I'm not even Italian. Mamma mia, yeah, fucking paisan. Hey, paisan, buddy. Olive oil is the best. I like olive oil. I like olive oil. What did my buddy Joe do? He does olive oil and then vinegar. He does this stuff with bread. And at first I watched him do it. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Because it looked gross. And I was like, fuck it. When in Rome, fuck it. So I grabbed some bread, mixed it up, ate it, said, hey, that shit's actually pretty goddamn good. Yeah, it's funny. A lot of the stuff, sort of Popeye and Brutus, a lot of stuff that, like I was telling my wife this the other day, I said, look, this is the thing that really kind of upsets me because we're talking about how I was sick. She goes, oh, when I got sick, I said, fuck, you get sick. Your body deals with whatever. And the guy was trying to give me antibiotics. And so my buddy was like, dude, take the antibiotics. I said, for what? This is a virus. Antibiotics do jack shit for fucking olive oil. I get it now. I got it. I just now got that shit, Roy. Fucking shit. Exactly. It's all about distraction, Wolfpack. All about distraction. But we have this I was talking to a buddy of mine. I said, what will ultimately be the demise of man will be bacteria. Bacteria will eventually win the war and kill us because viruses in their nature are not really meant to kill us. Viruses are meant to get into a host, replicate, and find another host, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Every so often you get a rare virus like Ebola that actually kills the host and it breaks out of the natural balance of things, right? So with the bacteria, when we were growing up, man, they tried to give us antibiotics for fucking everything. Now you got these antibiotic resistant strains of bacteria that are so fucking devastating that when they find a certain percentage of them in hospitals, then they shut the hospitals down and fucking bulldoze the fucking building. I know this shit because my mom almost died twice from resistant strains of bacteria. And what crazy thing was, they had to put a PICC line in her straight to her heart and dump this bazooka of an antibiotic called vancomycin to fight the staph infection that she got from a paper cut. So she almost died while being in a hospital because of a simple paper cut. So eventually, if we don't kill ourselves, which is highly probable, and the environment doesn't kill us, a la fucking super volcanoes, eventually what will knock us out of the running of being the dominant living species on this planet will be bacteria. Bacteria will inevitably destroy us. Realize we haven't had an antibiotic discovery since the 70s, I think. So we haven't had a new antibiotic in all that time. And I know a lot of guys working in pharmaceuticals that are like, they'd give their left fucking nut if they could find one, because they know the writing's on the wall. They see some crazy shit coming. So anyway, we're wrapping up now. We got about 4 more minutes left here. So if you guys have anything you want to chit chat about, ask a question, feel free. Now is the time to throw it out. I like to do these types of shows, get them out there real quick for you guys. do them once a week. Once I get better, I'm going to do some more videos. I got challenged by Leo earlier tonight on a 3-blade review. I'll do that probably tomorrow morning, and I'll put that up. As soon as I get done with all this cold, I've got the El Chete to review. I've got that big ass motherfucking Hawaiian looking chopper. Fuck, I forgot what it's called. This motherfucker right here. Yeah. What is this bitch called? I got this big motherfucker to do some shit with. What is this called? Oh, Tracker Digger. How the fuck could I not remember that shit? Let's see here. Yeah, pretty much, Tom. I saw Prepared Minds Blade Show videos, which had been there some really sweet places. Oh, speaking of Prepared Mind 101, hey guys, I don't know if you saw his fundraising shout out. Yeah, I still have to do the kukri roundup. I have the flipping blade. I found it, Roy. I fucking found it. I'll be doing one on that. Pretty cool. Pretty soon here. There's a guy, Prepared Mind shared. I'll put a link in my thing here too. His name is Michael Rochetti. He's got some spinal issues going on. He has got an operation or something coming. Prepared Mind's got a little contest and some shit like that going. The ballad song. Thank you, Roy. So I'll put that link down there if you guys feel the need to. I think Chris is giving away a pretty cool blade. I think a few other people, Living Survival and some other folks, they put some products in there as well. I always like to help when I can. I almost forgot about that until somebody mentioned Prepared Mind 101. So, yeah, anyway, it's a fundraiser. It's a GoFundMe thing. Let's see where it's at right now. I haven't checked it in, I think, a day. Let's see. I'm pretty sure. Alrighty, the goal's met. The guy was trying to raise $1,500. Right now, it's sitting at $1,505. I know Prepared Mind wanted to do a double. He was trying to push people to, get it to 3,000. And I think you can find it on the meeting of the Prepared Mind, where he talks about it. So anyway, that's it. That's all I got. I got 2 minutes left. It looks like a couple folks didn't make it to the show. I'm sure they'll catch the thing when it's all done. Yeah, Chris Tanner. Yep. But yeah, I got the kukri stuff coming. I got the El Chete coming. I think right now he's giving away one knife. I think there's a few other guys. They're responsible for shipping the knives once the winners are selected. So just go find it on the meeting of the Prepared Mind. I don't know if Chris put it on his own thing as well. He might have. I don't know. But anyway, let me think. I still got the tack raise I got to do some stuff with. I got some Schrade. I got a fucking spear. I got to figure out what the fuck I'm going to do with the spear. So I'll do something with that. And I have a couple other customization things that I've got coming. So I had meant to do these things, and then I got sick, and I got all this other shit going on. But I told my wife earlier, I said, once I get, because I was having lunch, and a guy came up. He actually watches the show, and he was like, hey, when are you going to do some more knife stuff? And I said, shit, man, I got to get them done. I'll get them done. Because he was all excited. And it was kind of cool that somebody just came up to me out while I was eating and started chopping it up about knives and stuff. So, got to do what you got to do, right? All right, guys, that is it. I thank you guys very much for spending your Saturday evening with me. I know there's a lot of different things you could be doing. All right, Tom, you have a good one. I will be getting better, stronger, faster, and all this other shit. And I'll be 100 times better before you know it. So you guys have a good one. I will see you later. Be safe out there. Live life to the fucking fullest. We don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. And ride this bitch till the wheels fall off, get some scars, and have some war stories and all that other jazz. All right, guys, I'm out.